avoid legal snags by telling people they're being recorded.
All right, welcome to the Daily Placeholder. Um, we hate each other now due to
Yep.
creative differences, and so much like, but professionalism prevailed. So much like the MythBusters guys, we are still going to do our show together. We just can't be in the same room. There's no other reason why we would be doing this over Skype. The roads are
Not at
not
all.
way too icy for him to drive over to my apartment. I mean, the
Not at all.
studio that we film at.
The definite studio.
And we are recording this on Valentine's Day, the Lord's Day, obviously. And so, obviously, we have to do a little special Valentine's quiz. So if everyone wants to go to Disney Plus's Instagram account and look at their story, which will definitely not still be up by the time this episode goes out, you
No.
can play along with us.
If
So,
anything, this episode might be what makes them take it down.
maybe, maybe we'll get copyright struck. Okay, would you rather have Steve Rogers or Bucky Barnes?
Well, Steve Rogers is an old man now, so
Oh
Bucky
yeah,
Barnes.
that's true. The picture they used is not old man, just to be clear.
I
Um,
assume that they mean old man.
I've already gone through this a little bit, so I chose Steve Rogers. But in the canon of the Daily Placeholder, we are choosing Bucky Barnes. Moana or Elsa?
Aren't they both underage?
I feel like Elsa isn't. Because Anna's the younger sister and she's already getting married. And even though she would have been underage back then to get married, I don't think they would do that in a Disney movie nowadays. So I
Well,
think she's an adult. She at least looks like an adult. But Anna's definitely like 15. So we're going to go with Elsa on that one. Finn or Poe Dameron?
hmm.
I think just due to the Rise of Skywalker, where he's just yelling Rey the whole time, I'm
No.
going to have to go with Poe Dameron.
I'll give it to Finn. He deserves that much.
All right, we're split on this one, but I chose Poe because I have all the power. Jesse or Bo Peep? Jesse from Toy Story, to be clear,
Both
not
toys.
yeah. One of them's a lamp. One of them's not even a toy.
But Jesse has the emotional issues of being left behind. So
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that, so we're gonna go with Bo Peep. Rocket or Groot? An animal or a tree?
Groot.
Okay, that's fair. Emma Swan or Regina King
I don't
from Once
know.
Upon a Time?
I don't get either of those. So
I'm gonna go with
uh,
Emma because she's not evil. All right, Mr. Incredible or Frozone?
Samuel Jackson, Frozone.
Yeah, I think Frozone has the better theme song, anyways.
Yeah.
This one's well, actually maybe not. Anakin Skywalker or Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren.
Anakin.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. But then he'd just be whining to you the whole time. He's like, I hate Sand, I killed
So would
everyone.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I guess.
They're both whiners.
Yeah. I don't remember this guy's name actually. Is it Shun Li? Mulan's boyfriend?
Maybe.
Li Shang? Or maybe that's one of the other guys. I don't remember. Well, Mulan's boyfriend or Flynn Rider.
I think just because he's voiced by Zachary Levi, it would have to be Flynn Rider.
Yeah, he's also very charming. I don't know. I think one of these is um Ashley Tisdale in High School Musical.
Mm.
What's her name? Sharpay. And the other one, I never watched any Disney sitcoms. So who is this? The top one.
My screen just went off. That is London Tipton from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Okay, so which one do you want?
She's rich. So
Okay, so we're going with London. I
London
see the
Tipton.
money now.
The show is about kids living in a hotel called the Tipton, and so London Tipton is the heir
Okay.
of the.
Well, this one is the Grandmaster twice.
Ah, is that
So
what
we're
they
gonna.
ended out on?
No. Oh yes, that is how they ended it
Okay,
out.
so Jeff Goldblum or Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, so yeah, there's also this weird little grid that we can go through real quick. Can you feel the love tonight? Yes or no?
No.
Well, luckily we love you 3000. But if you had said yes, they say, do you already have plans? Which is maybe a movie or something. No, never mind. Do you already have plans? Yes or no?
No.
Are you in the mood for a movie or a series? Which one?
Mm, movie, I guess.
Then watch 10 Things I Hate About You.
What if so? If I guess if you said series, it's like watch WandaVision.
It says Fairy Tale Weddings. Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings. That sounds like a real like a reality TV show.
That I
Um
imagine wouldn't be going on currently. At least I would hope not.
and that's the end of our Valentine's Day content. Good for us. Now it's time to get into the news because that's what the show is all about. Um, Thank you all of you for going on this journey with us already.
Hmm.
Um, but now it's time to talk about how Gina Carano has been fired from The Mandalorian and will not appear in any future Star Wars projects. She has also been blacklisted, meaning her career in Hollywood is basically over.
Got her. She was going to have a
Yeah,
show, gone. Any future
I don't think she
projects
was
because
gonna
of the
have a
series?
show
Well, didn't they have a Rangers of the High Republic or whatever
of
show
the
in the
New
works?
Republic.
New Republic.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that she was gonna be in it.
Well, they left like a back door open for her,
Yeah.
where she got to be the.
Now make that show about that X-wing cop that keeps following the Mandalorian around. You're the one that was like, "Oh, your entire planet exploded. Did you lose anybody?" Yes, dude. God. Um,
She
I
had an action figure on the way for a character, canceled.
I never cared about her character, her
No,
Cara Dune character, and I never thought she was a very good actor, anyways.
no.
So I just don't care that she's been fired.
I like that in the official statement they're like, yeah, she was way too outwardly racist and bad for us to keep her on.
Yeah.
Like normally companies are just like, we had a mutual agreement to
Yeah.
stop talking to each other, and then this time they're like, no, no, she was just bad. We hated
Yeah,
her,
no, she just look. She was really homophobic and transphobic and racist. So
and
sorry, get out of here, Cara Dune.
there were some reports that like Disney asked her like 3 times to stop it, and she promised she would, and then like on the
That's what they
last
did.
one,
That's what they did for Letitia Wright because she's in the past tweeted stuff about that, and Disney has like her and Disney have like come to an agreement for her not to do that because it doesn't fit their brand. Um, and people don't understand that like it's their job. Like Disney is their boss.
yeah,
Like if you um,
you
let me tell
promote
you a
Disney
real
in any way
yeah.
once
Let me
you're
tell you a
under
real
them.
life story about my job, my real life job, not this. Well, it's not a job because we don't get paid, but
Not yet.
not yet. Bing, please sponsor us. Um, the at work, one of my coworkers texted a customer's son and called the customer a C bomb after the customer while he was on duty, while the after the customer had like pissed him off or something, and then he got fired because you can't just say whatever you want. Um, which is the same thing that happened to what's her face, Gina Carano. Like you can't just say stuff that doesn't fit with the brand of the people you work for and expect not to be fired.
I mean, especially Disney, who builds their whole reputation on a family company.
Yeah. Well, look, I also don't
Not
care
saying they
about.
haven't done horrible things themselves,
Yeah, I come to mind
especially Walt Disney.
where they filmed Mulan in just straight up
Yep.
concentration camps. And then they thank those concentration camps in the credits.
Yep.
So look, they are a bunch of hypocrites, but it's the same thing with James Gunn. Well, no, it's different because his tweets were already there. Like if they shouldn't have hired him if they didn't agree with that. But when it came up
And
and everyone
agree
was
with the
like,
person from when those tweets came out.
exactly,
Whereas, what's her face? Yeah, probably not anytime soon.
no,
And if she does, it'll be the most ingenuine thing that a person has ever said.
she'll make an apology video with Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, because that's her next big project. Just
uh,
straight
it's
off the bat.
some kind of movie with Ben Shapiro is what she's doing now.
Can't wait to see her in God's Not Dead 4.
Hopefully. Um.
Kevin
Anyways,
Sorbo, that guy, he was in the first one.
we've talked about this enough. So let's talk about Peacemaker, which now will premiere in January of 2022. They are making a Peacemaker show. It's played by John Cena. He's going to be in the Suicide Squad.
Which either means Peacemaker is definitely going to die in the Suicide Squad, and this is a prequel, or like he dies in the first 5 minutes, and he like tells his tragic backstory that's going to be in the show,
That's
or
funny.
he lives. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
I think
doesn't
there's enough
really.
with the character to keep him around.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Black Widow dying in Endgame and then getting her own movie now.
Yeah. I mean, Peacemaker has a fun gimmick too. It's his tagline pretty much is "peace at whatever cost."
Yeah, yeah.
He's so for peace that he's willing to fight for it.
Yes. He's willing to start wars just to enact peace. All right, now
Good
we're
for
going to
John
talk
Cena.
about comics. Well, one comic specifically. Go ahead.
So, Marvel has announced a new space age, for lack of a better term, for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Please, it's
They,
pronounced Spage.
yes, and they're getting into shenanigans, space shenanigans,
I think we all got it.
and so they have a whole big new lineup of a bunch of different characters, some of which have been on the Guardians and some which are newer. And
Go
those
through
are,
all of them. Go through the ones on either side and then end on the middle one. You know what I mean? Did you see that picture
yeah.
of like the
So
three
I have a
different
list right
teams?
here.
Oh, okay, sweet. Go for it.
So Hulkling,
Okay, love him.
Star Lord, of course, Groot, Nova, Richard Rider, the first one, Wiccan,
Richard. Oh
Gamora,
yeah, no. Yeah. Wiccan.
Rocket
Okay, I'm glad
Raccoon.
Wiccan is there because I wouldn't really care about Hulkling if Wiccan wasn't also there.
I mean, they're together, so they kind of have to both be
Yeah,
there. They're a package deal. Moon Dragon, Marvel Boy, Mantis,
I love
Drax,
her.
Phyla-Vell, which is the daughter of Captain Marvel, and
But
her and Dragon are
isn't she
together.
the daughter of Marvel?
Yeah, like the first Captain
Yeah.
Marvel.
So not the daughter of Carol Danvers, just named Phyla-Vell for some reason.
Well, it's a cool space name.
That's
And
true.
then here are the more different members. So first off, you have one, or not one, but two Quasars. You have
Who's wait a second, who's Quasar?
he's pretty much Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel at one point had like these armbands that gave him powers,
Mm-hmm.
and Quasar has the same thing. He's kind of like Green Lantern. He can make stuff with the armbands, and he's a space hero. He's super strong, but he's like been gone for a while in terms of comic books. And then recently they had a new Quasar. It's like his apprentice, and she became Quasar for a little bit. But now they're both on the Guardians of the Galaxy somehow.
Nice.
Super Scroll,
Okay.
Hercules.
Interesting.
He's currently a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy too, in the
Okay.
current run, which is about to end. And then finally, the most surprising, Doctor Doom.
Why is Doctor Doom here?
This is like the most out of character thing for him because, well, for one, he's mostly on Earth doing Earth things,
Uh-huh.
and most of these people, even though they do like most of them are criminals in a sense, they are still heroes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the website, unless they're like first issue, they're like, no, it's a Doom bot. It does say on the Marvel website, Doctor Doom. So presumably it is Doctor Doom. And I forgot who said it, but somebody said, throughout the Guardians of the Galaxy history, they're always like a ragtag group who just like got by. And this
Mm-hmm.
is the first time where they actually seem like they're going to guard the galaxy
Hey, yeah,
because
that's
they have
true.
like a bunch of new powerful members and Doctor Doom of all people.
Because especially in the movies, they don't really know what's going on at any time. They're just kind of like, oh, I guess we gotta go save this galaxy now.
Which is, I think, is what this has been leading to because I think the writer is Al Ewing, who's been writing like short series of Guardians for like a little bit now. It was like one series of the Guardians, and then a short Rocket series where he does Ocean's 11, and then the one that leads into this one where Hercules joins the team. So it's been like a
Cool.
long setup of like 1 to 2 years for this stuff.
Oh, dang, that's cool. I like
And
that.
Donny Cates did one too. He did a Guardian
Oh,
series that
I'm a big
connects
fan
to
of
this.
Donny Cates.
So
I've
yeah,
heard he's got a really good Silver Surfer run, but I've never read it. Have you read it?
it is called Silver Surfer Black, and that leads into another series of his, Venom.
Hey.
It's also really good.
All right. That was our comics talk for the week. Now we're gonna move on to casting news. We got the entire cast of, well, not the entire cast, but the main cast of the Game of Thrones prequel series titled House of the Dragon.
The
We
other
got,
Game of Thrones prequel series.
oh yeah, besides Dunk and Egg, which is obviously the only one that we care about.
Yeah.
You got Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen, Emma
Star of
Darcy.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
It's I just watched that movie yesterday. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's
Oof.
not even like a fun bad. It's just bad.
But it's
Um,
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
it's so bad. Emma Darcy as Rhaenyra Targaryen, and then Olivia Cook as Alicent Hightower, Paddy Considine as Viserys. Paddy Considine, he's from Shaun of the Dead and The World's End.
Oh, nice.
He's the cop from Shaun of the Dead who's also one of the friends in at the World's End. And then Steve Toussaint as Corlys Valerian, Rice Ifans as Otto Hightower, Eve Best as Rhaenys Valerian, and Sonoya Vizuno as Mysaria.
The big question out of all of this is after season, what was it, 8, where everyone hated it, why are they still doing Game of Thrones? Like, I feel like that is a dead franchise
Yeah,
at this point.
because they've got House of the Dragon, they've got Dunk and Egg,
Yeah,
which obviously we're both very excited for,
yeah, that one's
and we've
okay.
got they're making an animated series as well.
Wait, so this
And
isn't the animated series?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is. Let me check that real quick. Let me Bing that.
Yeah, because Bing is the only thing that matters.
Is House I spelled horse is House of the Dragon animated? That's one of the first things that comes up. All right, everything we know about Game of Thrones prequel series House of the Dragon. Let's find out. Um, well, they began filming April 5th, I guess, of last year. Holy crap, when did this?
Mm.
Dang. I guess they had to stop because of quarantine. I don't think it's animated.
Okay, so that means we have another prequel series
Yes.
and a movie. I think I'm pretty sure a movie's coming out as well. I just
Oh, no, no, hold on. They will begin filming April 5th. Sorry, I misread that.
no,
So it's starting production in April.
I just don't understand it. Like I know, like it just had its time, and after that last season, I don't think you're going to get people back with a bunch of prequels and sequels, except for Dunk and Egg.
Exactly. Everyone's excited. We're both very, very excited for Dunk and Egg. Dunk
Plus,
and
they
Egg,
have
not
to
Dunkin' Egg.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Duncan Jones.
Oh. Well, plus they have to compete with that Amazon Lord of the Rings show.
That's true.
And if I had to guess, and if it came down to me, even though I don't have much stake in either franchise, I would watch the Lord of the Rings show before I watched the Game of Thrones show.
Yeah, that's fair. Except for Dunk and Egg.
Yeah, except for that. That's fine. Uh,
Um,
my theory is that this is all like a distraction, so what's his face can finally finish that book he's been writing forever.
um, yeah. But did you know that Duncan Jones is the son of David Bowie?
You mean Bowie?
Bowie. Oh yeah. Well, he actually David Bowie says that his name is pronounced Bowie, and that's just the last way I heard it. Apparently everyone says Bowie, and that's incorrect.
But it
Um,
sounds cooler.
exactly. But did first of all, did you know that Duncan Jones is the son of David Bowie?
I know that now.
Yes.
I
But
guess he
also did
can't
you?
sing then, or he would have made a career of doing just David Bowie stuff.
Yeah. But also, did you know that his birth name is Zowie?
So it would have been Zowie Bowie.
Yes.
Why did he keep that? I wonder.
I wonder why he changed his name. Ugh.
I remember when there, maybe it already came out. It was that David Bowie movie, but they couldn't use any of the songs.
Yeah, I don't even know if that ever came out. I feel like that trailer came out and then quarantine hit, and they're like, "Oh well, crap."
Otherwise known as Bohemian Rhapsody 2.
Got him. All right. More casting news. First of all, this is very exciting. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey have been cast as Joel and Ellie in HBO's The Last of Us television show adaptation. This is
Very good
very
casting.
good. Pedro Pascal loves playing a sad dad.
Yep.
Obviously, he was the Mandalorian. He was also the villain in Wonder Woman 1984.
Yep.
What else did I say he was in? Oh, he's in We Can Be Heroes, which I don't think did you see that one?
No.
Okay, then we only assume that he's a sad dad in that one, but maybe he's a happy dad, and now he's
There's
gonna
no
be
way
another
of
sad.
knowing.
Exactly. He might be a sad dad in Game of Thrones, because that's where he got famous is the Game of Thrones.
I think everyone's a sad dad in that.
Oh dang, both of these actors are from Game of Thrones actually, because Bella
Yep.
Ramsey is as well. Good for them. And then also, Jack Black has been cast as Claptrap in Borderlands.
I know nothing about Borderlands, but that's good casting either way, just because you have Jack Black.
We should play that together because I have it, and I think you'd like it.
I've never played
Um,
it before, so I'm up to trying.
yeah, it's very good. Not now, obviously, because we hate each other and
Yeah,
can't stand to be in the same room.
that's
And
canon.
obviously, it'll have to be after we finish playing Broforce.
Yeah, we need to get all the bros.
God,
Where's
I've
our Broforce
wanted
movie?
to get Highlander in that game so bad, but we've gotten like basically every other character that's not Highlander so far.
And the last character I think was like Brohart, who is just another sword guy.
Yeah. Also, MacGyver sucks in that game.
MacGyver sucks in real life too,
Got
probably.
him. Um, Zalwe Ashton has been cast as the main villain in Captain Marvel 2. We don't know who the character is yet, but we know that she's going to be the villain.
I'm gonna say Scroll Queen probably for like Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, I like that. Maybe she's the Super Scroll. Because the Super Scroll has been female in the comics.
Plus, they're shapeshifters, so it doesn't matter.
Exact. It literally doesn't matter. I'm not sure scrolls even really have a gender.
They kind of just look like weird toad men half the time.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves has been offered the role of Kraven the Hunter in a solo spin-off film, but I don't think he's accepted or declined it yet. I don't know
It's
how
a
I feel
weird
about
choice for
this.
him.
Yeah. I would prefer like a Joe Manganiello.
Because I feel like if they got Keanu Reeves, they would make the direction of the movie just like John Wick, but it's Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, he's a bad guy, but he has to go save his family from a guy who wants him to hunt people or whatever. And not
Although
just.
they could do like the same kind of vibes as Venom with Keanu Reeves.
So a
Just kind
bad
of like
movie.
a bad movie, but just a ridiculous performance that nobody
I
can
mean,
take seriously.
it would make more sense for Craven the Hunter to bite the head off a lobster than it would Venom. Or Tom Hardy.
Yeah, specifically Eddie Brock.
What a
And
scene.
finally, Dwayne Johnson was offered the role of Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but he passed on the role. So it has now been offered to Jason Momoa.
Yeah, if they really wanted Dwayne Johnson that, he would have to be himself. I don't think he'll ever like voice a character like that again. I think he wants to be himself, and then that's it.
And even in Moana, he was basically himself.
Yeah, unless
But
it's a
also,
fully animated movie, I guess is
they
the
still
only.
want Dwayne Johnson in the movie as well.
I could see him coming in as a cameo, like it's just Dwayne Johnson.
He's Big the Cat. You use the
That's the role
cat's
he goes for.
technology on Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and he's Big the Cat.
Perfect casting.
All right, now it's time for our classic segment. Frick, I can never say this right.
Achievement.
Developmental achievements.
So Donald Glover
Mm-hmm.
and Francesca Sloan
Yes.
are creating a series reboot of Mr. and Mrs. Smith titled Mr. plus Mrs. Smith. Donald Glover will star alongside Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge,
Phoebe
like
Waller-Bridge.
from Friends.
Uh, I
um,
haven't seen the original movie, but it has Donald Glover in it, so like that's enough for me.
the original movie is good. Like, I'd say it's worth watching.
Is that
Um,
Justin
it's Jim
Timberlake?
Carrey. It's Jim Carrey and somebody else.
And Mr. and Mrs. Smith is the one where they shoot each other a bunch, right?
No, no, not Jim Carrey. I'm thinking of Fun with Dick and Jane. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Brad Pitt, that's what it was, because they were married at the time in real life, I think.
Probably, yeah. Yeah,
I know they
So
shoot each
now
other a
that I
bunch.
can remember what Mr. and Mrs. Smith is, that is worth watching, definitely. Fun with Dick and Jane, it's you don't have to. But I would say
So
watch it's good. It's still a good movie.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith would be a much better movie if it was Jim Carrey and Angelina
Yes.
Jolie, or Jim Carrey and Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yes. Um, Now the Mr. plus Mrs. Smith, I feel like is just how Donald Glover wrote it in his Instagram story, which is how he
Yeah,
announced it. I don't think it'll actually be called that, but that's what we're gonna go off of. And of course,
maybe
now
it'll
that
be
Mr. Huh?
Mr. versus Mrs. Smith, Dawn of Justice.
They're both 1,000 feet tall,
Yes.
and one of them's a lizard.
Maybe this is like
Incredible.
a James Bond kind of thing, and they're called Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but those are code names. And then you get Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie to come back, and they all fight each other.
I think in the movie they are code names.
So you could have
But
them all shoot each other.
I just remember what the plot of the movie is. That they're both secret agents, but they don't know that each other are secret agents. They work for like opposing secret agencies, and they don't even know it.
Well, that makes it seem like they're not very good secret agents then.
No, they're too good at being secret agents because they're tricking the others,
Well, I think your job as a secret agent is to know about the other competition.
I guess. All right, now what's our second developmental achievement of the week?
Aardman
Mm-hmm.
is developing a 52 episode comedy titled Lloyd of the Flies,
It's
which is
about a
going to be their
housefly.
about a housefly, presumably named Lloyd.
Yeah.
And it'll be Aardman's first fully CGI movie
And of course
or
Aardman
series.
did yeah, series. And of course Aardman did Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run and Shaun the Sheep. I almost said Shaun of the Dead. They didn't
So
do that
imagine
one.
Shaun of the Dead, but in Aardman's claymation.
That would be pretty cool.
And of
I
course,
could see Edgar Wright doing a stop motion animated movie like along the lines of that other guy that did Fantastic Mr. Fox that I can never remember
Wes
the name of.
Anderson,
Yeah, Wes Anderson.
the man who's like 50 something but looks 30.
Yeah.
Same with Edgar Wright, I guess.
Anyways, I'm excited for this. I'll watch it, maybe, if it's readily
Fortunately,
available
the
to me.
claymation thing is, I would rather they stick to their normal style, but who knows? Maybe they'll do really good at CGI. Unlike certain other animation studios who tried CGI for the first time recently and failed miserably, apparently.
Who was that?
Studio Ghibli
Oh.
released
Right.
their first CGI movie, and it's unfinished and looks terrible, and it was done by the son of Hayao Miyazaki, the creator of Ghibli, and it's terrible.
Incredible. I've only seen like stills of that movie.
It does not
Um,
look good.
all right. Uh, oh, this just in. We have some breaking news.
Breaking news.
Boop, 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 boop.
Now, obviously, a lot of the news this week is like, how dare they get rid of She Who Will Not Be Named? I can't believe it. PC gone mad.
Oh yeah.
But there are some articles that are related but don't expressly mention that. So the first one, I have two of them this time. Two breaking newses.
Okay. Twice.
Who do you
Breaking
want
news.
to think the first one is from?
Uh, we got this covered.
No.
Screen Rant.
No. You know, I tried going to Screen Rant, but it is clickbait, but it's mostly just like uh, Batman becomes Doomsday and kills Superman, and then you go through the article, and it's like Batman talks about this one time he was Doomsday and killed Superman in a dream, or something like that.
Yeah. Or it's like fan art.
You know, like Boss Logic does, or it's
Yeah.
like Joker kills Superman, and it's like art done by Boss Logic. Didn't actually happen. I will give you a hint. It is one I have not said on this on the daily placeholder.
I have no I I don't oh wait, is it let's see, let me think. Comicbook.com.
Close.
Hollywood Reporter.
No,
I'm close. The Sun.
no.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Cosmic Book News.
Cosmic Book News. Okay, I don't think I've heard of them.
And the big breaking news is Pedro Pascal may exit The Mandalorian following Gina Carano.
Yeah, there's no way. Why would he do
No,
that?
it's
He's the
totally
star
true.
of the show and also very unproblematic.
Also, they've been saying this since the show started. Like Pedro Pascal, or it was like Pedro Pascal wants more screen time without the
Mhm.
helmet, and John Favreau slapped him and said no. Or
And
Kevin
Kathleen
Feige,
Kennedy pissed on his grandmother's grave.
because he wanted more non-helmet time.
Hmm.
Which, I mean, he probably enjoys, so I don't see why he wouldn't. He just talks a bit and gets to spend time with like his son and get paid millions of dollars. Like, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, that's true.
And he's still doing other projects too, so it's not like this is taking up all his time. And
Yeah.
where do you think the second big breaking news is from?
Was it from any of the ones that I said before?
Yes.
Okay, is it we got this covered?
No.
No, I do not remember.
No.
Um,
But I'm pretty sure it's not that.
was it comicbookmovie.com?
No.
Was it comicbook.com?
No.
Was it also cosmicbook.com?
No. And it's cosmicbooknews.com.
I'm so sorry to cosmicbooknews.com. All right, one more guess. Was it Hollywood Reporter?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
It's returning favorite, Bounding into Comics.
Oh, I forgot about bounding into comics. Okay,
Yep.
go on. See what crap thing they have to say. That's totally true and not clickbait, obviously.
Jared Leto could star opposite Ben Affleck in potential HBO Max adaptation of The Killing Joke.
I mean, yeah, they could.
Yeah, anybody could do anything.
I don't. I highly doubt that either of those people would come back if it's not directed by Zack Snyder, which it wouldn't be, because Zack Snyder's done with the DCEU after the Snyder Cut comes out.
I mean, one of them is too busy running a cult, and the other one's
Yes.
too busy dropping his Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Got him. And also dating Ana de Armas, maybe if they're still
Well, not
dating.
anymore.
Oh, dang. Not the Hollywood power couple that is Ana de Armas and Ben Affleck.
There's probably a huge age difference there, wasn't there?
I don't know. I don't know how old either of them are. All right, that was some great breaking news that we just had flown in from carrier pigeons.
One of the owls
Get
from Hogwarts or whatever.
out of here. We should. I've been thinking about we do like a video that's just a topic we talk about. So like maybe the Harry Potter movies, or I'm about to watch all the Matrix movies. After we finish recording this, I'm gonna go watch the Matrix trilogy.
And that's
Uh,
funny because I was thinking about like doing a segment or a separate show just called like blank and blank at the movies. I don't know since we haven't used our real names on this pretty much,
yeah.
but like we just talk about either a new movie that we've both seen or an old movie that we treat like is new and we've just seen.
I like that. Um, Now it's time for trailer trash. That
These are
classic
all Super
segment.
Bowl spots, right?
Some of them are. Four of them are, and then two of them are actual trailers. So first up, we got F9, which is a Super Bowl spot. It didn't show anything new, I don't think, from the trailer we had last year or the year before.
You know,
Um,
maybe I will come around to this franchise. Not that the trailer like wowed me in any way, but like maybe I'll give this one a try.
yeah. Have you seen? You watched Hobbs and Shaw, right?
At this point, Hobbs and Shaw is the only one I've seen
Okay.
officially.
I've heard five is good, and I liked eight. Everyone says seven is really good, but I didn't like it that much. I mean, besides the send off to Paul Walker.
I mean, I doubt I will ever like go back and rewatch this franchise anytime soon. But
Yeah, no.
like, I'll give F9 a chance just to see if they go to space. I'll give it that much.
I think
I
Michelle
feel like they said they
Rodriguez.
will.
I think Michelle Rodriguez has said that they will go to space in this movie.
Or was it like
Cool.
Ludacris? Is Ludacris in these movies?
Yes,
Ludacris is like, yeah, we go to space or whatever. It's gonna be like wild or something like that.
that's so ludicrous.
Yeah. They
uh,
go ludicrous speed in space.
Maybe.
That's the Spaceballs reference.
Oh, I've watched like 10 minutes of Spaceballs. Second up, we got Old, the new
Horrifying.
M. Night Shyamalan um, joint.
You know, I noticed something interesting on watching this again.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the actors in this are good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the children are like whatever, but like I didn't like the boy is like I'm going to go play hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
And then the parents weren't good either. Like
No,
maybe
nobody's
that's the
good.
twist.
This looks like a bad movie,
It probably will be.
like The Visit
I
or
mean, it
Glass
has
looked okay, but then it was
yeah.
just fine. Like it wasn't good or bad, really.
I don't think M. Night Shyamalan has made a good movie since Split.
Split was good.
I was about to
That's
say
what
Unbreakable, but then I was like, he made Split, so I'll give him that.
I really like. He didn't direct Devil, I don't think, but I like that movie.
I
He
thought
might
it
have
was very
directed it. I don't
funny.
know. What else has he done? I liked The Village. I didn't watch The Visit.
See, the only problem with watching, like trying to watch his movies that aren't new, is that just by pop culture, you already know what
Yeah,
all the twists are.
exactly.
Like, as much as I want to go and watch The Sixth Sense, I already know what it's about. The same with The Village and all of his movies.
Yeah.
You're dead. I see dead people. You
Everyone's
you
a
thought
ghost or something.
you thought this was the past? It's the present. Boom.
God, in your face, you idiot.
Whatever the lady in the water was about, or the lake.
The trees are trying to kill you or something.
I forgot the happening.
I will never forget the happening.
The twist of Avatar: The Last Airbender was everyone was white.
He didn't direct that though, I don't think. He wrote
No, he
that.
did,
Oh, well then yeah.
but he did it for his kids, so
Yeah,
that's something.
it's something. It's like Tommy Lee Jones being Two-Face for his kids.
Like, you can't really fault him on that. Like,
Nah.
unless you're like Michael Bay, and he doesn't have any kids. He just did Transformers for
Yeah.
some reason.
Okay, next up is Raya and the Last Dragon. This also didn't show anything new. I don't really know
Looks good.
why I wrote it down, but it does look good. It comes out March, right? In
19th?
March 19th. Okay.
No, 5th maybe. Because 19th is Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Yeah. I don't know.
and also the wrap up of WandaVision, maybe.
No, the wrap up of WandaVision will be the week or two before Falcon and Winter Soldier starts.
I don't know if they're gonna
Um,
take a break in between that or something.
I think they are, but even in that break, they'll still release like the Marvel Studios Legends episodes for Falcon and Winter Soldier, like they did for Wanda and Vision.
Well, and Falcon the Winter Soldier is shorter. It's only like 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Zack Snyder's Justice League. We just got a trailer for that today. I know you
Gross.
didn't watch it because you're trying not to watch
Yeah.
anything Snyder cut.
Unless you tell me something about it, I don't want to see anything. I have muted every conceivable thing on
Okay.
Twitter, so I just don't see any of it. Like, the least
Um,
I see from this movie, the better.
I'm gonna skim through it real quick so I can kind of give you the highlights.
Did they play Hallelujah again?
No, they don't. Snyder cut trailer.
Or should we just get to it and say the Joker thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Joker shows up and he says we live in a society.
I wonder how, like, if this is just like a coincidence that that was his plan all along, that he just had that line lying around, or he's like, this is what the people want. They want to
I
hear the
have,
Joker say, "We live in a society."
I don't know. Well, first of all, it opens on Superman's death from Batman v Superman. That's
That was the thing
interesting.
that happened.
Yeah, that's not part of this movie. And they show the basically the new gods, but I don't think they're gonna look like. I don't think they look like what they're going to look like in the New Gods movie.
If that ever
Um,
gets made.
I think it is getting made because they have Ava DuVernay and Tom King, on that movie.
Oh,
And Tom King,
I
go
kind of
ahead.
feel like they were waiting for the Eternals to come out first to see how this would work out.
Yeah. But Tom King was interviewed recently, and he said that like they're making the movie, and Mr. Miracle is gonna be in it and everything. You see some Amazonians and the big pin art looking Steppenwolf just swiping them. You got some Nightmare Batman. Diana's in like a weird trench coat. Have you seen what Darkseid and his new gods look like in this movie?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna show you real quick. Come on, come back up. Here we go. All right, so you got Darkseid, Desaad. Oh, hold on. Darkseid, Desaad, and Granny Goodness.
They sure are CGI things.
Yes, I can't imagine that this is what they'll look like in the New Gods movie.
No, I think these were just like quick, like, here's what they vaguely look like.
Yeah,
Also, you're never going to top the Ed Asner performance as Granny Goodness. That's the only one that matters.
that's very true. Yeah, most of this is just like stuff from the original movie, but basically remastered.
I'm still curious how any of this fills up 4 hours. It seems like this is going to be like very drawn out.
But I'm gonna watch all 4 hours of it.
I won't. But then again, it could be all rushed because there's supposed to be like a billion characters.
Yeah. They got the Martian Manhunter in here. I'm actually kind of surprised he's not in the trailer, but I appreciate it.
And
That's
then
enough
maybe a
Snyder
Green
Cut talk.
Lantern. But
Maybe.
none of this will matter because none of these characters are probably going to come back anytime soon in the way they appear in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think so. I know that. Well, they've greenlit Wonder Woman 3,
For some
and
reason.
they're making a Flash movie, and I think an Aquaman 2. But
For some
obviously,
reason.
um, Ray
But
Fisher
what
is
about
out.
the trench?
I come on. I really
Do you
want the
remember
Trench
the
movie.
trench? Does
Yes, they're making
anyone remember the
a
trench?
spin-off of Aquaman based on the Trench, which is like that weird, spooky, oogly boogly piranha monster place they went to.
That had to be announced in like Aquaman 2018 or 2019.
It was December of 2018.
So that had to
It
be announced around 2018, 2019. And that
it was
feels like
announced
it was
like
a million years ago.
early 2019.
That
Um,
could be an HBO Max release. Just
yes,
saying,
please,
DC.
please, I really want that. And then finally, we got a full trailer for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This looks really
Looks good.
fun. I like when Falcon is like, "Hey, you just got beat up by a girl," and then Winter Soldier's just like, "Ah!"
And they have to go to couples counseling.
They go to couples counseling. Um,
I mean,
you
I guess
see,
that's what it is, because who are they working under?
I have
They
no
would have
idea.
them go talk to a director or whatever that woman was.
Yeah, I don't know. You see Flag Smasher. You see U.S. Agent as Captain America. You see Agent 13. She's back. And then we also know that Batroc the Leaper is coming back for this.
Yeah.
Can't
Again,
wait.
I cannot stress this enough. I want him to jump so high he reaches the same altitude as the Falcon while he's flying.
Yes, please.
Or they can make an evil Falcon, because someone else out there has to have those wings.
Another U.S. agent, but he's the Falcon.
The U.S. Falcon, the Eagle.
The Eagle. I love that. All right. That's all the news. And now we're gonna move on to our review slash recap of WandaVision episode 6. It's titled All New Halloween Spooktacular, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Spoilers for WandaVision episode 6.
Oh,
I
yeah.
completely forgot to say that earlier. But now I'm editing it in from the from the future into the past. This is the Halloween episode. It's in the 90s, which I don't have
Actually,
any
I
reference
think it's
for.
early 2000s.
Well, my dad when the intro popped up, he was like 90s. So I guess it's 90s.
I got like a more 2000s, like maybe like 1999 to like
Yeah,
2001.
I did too. Like a Malcolm in the Middle kind of a show.
But that might just be them like saving time by like, let's not do the 90s and the 2000s. Let's just get them as
Yeah.
close as possible.
Plus, next episode will be like late 2000s because it's gonna be Modern Family.
I really hope that when they talk into the camera, there's someone behind it. Like just it's Nightmare or Mephisto or
Yes.
Dormammu.
Um, did you know that Modern Family has 11 seasons?
That is too many seasons.
That's so
So
many seasons. I was thinking like 8 seasons, but no, it's 11 seasons.
that is one less season than Frasier, though.
Come on, Modern Family, step it up.
Get on Frasier's level,
All right, what happened in WandaVision? It opens with the intro, I think. You got
which
Uncle
is
Pietro.
running around.
Yeah,
Uh,
I love him in this episode.
oh, Evan Peters is great in this. Like, he didn't get
Yeah,
to do much in the X-Men movies, especially Dark Phoenix, but he gets to really like act in this, like be
yeah.
fun.
I
I wouldn't
really
mind if
hope
he
that he
sticked
sticks
around.
around. Yeah, I really hope he does. Um, and then everyone's showing off their costumes. The kids are talking to the camera, and
Wanda gets to dress as the Scarlet Witch,
yeah,
but she's a Sokovian fortune teller,
yeah. And Vision dresses as his comic accurate costume, but he's a luchador.
which that doesn't work, but whatever, because he's not wearing a luchador mask.
Yeah.
I
Oh
thought they
well.
were also going to say like he's a also a Sokovian fortune teller, or like a priest or whatever.
And then they're just straight up having marital problems. He's like, "All right,
Yeah,
I'm going now," and she's like, "What?" And he's just like, "Shut up, I'm going."
like presumably, even though Wanda brought him back to life, she's lost control of him now
I think she had control of him, but now
for the
that
most
he's
part.
like woken up,
Because
he just doesn't.
like in the earlier episode, she could be like, you know what, I should go do this, and then she could just like coax him back and be like, you know what, you're not going to do that.
Or just like restart the episode or whatever.
But now he's like on his own because he says he's going to go check the neighborhood for like hooligans for the neighborhood watch. But
Yeah, and
then he
he's just
just
like, I'm gonna go out of the town. I'm gonna leave this place because everything sucks. And then he
oh yeah,
does.
so apparently either Wanda's control, as great as it is, can't reach the entire town at once,
It
or she
does
just focuses her energy on certain points in town where she's going to
it
be.
yeah, she focuses. I see it as like a radar in a video game. How like everything in the radar is happening all around her, but once you are outside of that area of effect, then you just stop moving because she doesn't need you to be moving.
Though she can get like Vision's coworkers at work. So
Yeah,
maybe there's like a choice based thing. Like we
I
don't
think
need
yeah.
those people down there to move.
If it serves the story of the sitcom itself, then she can control everybody. Because like he goes to the library in that one episode as well.
Also, a big thing, there's kids in Westview now.
Yes. Vision pointed it out, and then Wanda's like, okay. And Pietro is like, look, I know what you're doing. And I think you're doing a pretty good job. I know. Thanks for not making the kids have to go through this all the time.
And that's interesting. Pietro just talks to Wanda. He knows everything that's going on and what she's doing.
Yeah.
And is like, is that her projecting onto Pietro to just tell her, like, reassure her that what she's doing is okay?
No, I think that Pietro, or his name is Peter in the X-Men
Okay.
movies, but like he's been recast as Pietro. I think he goes into this, his personality is rewritten a little bit just because he's in the hex and he's under her control basically. But
Or he'd be freaking out.
I think he's I think like Vision, he's aware of what's happening, or and maybe even Agnes, they're aware of what's happening. They just can't do anything about it. And so he just agrees with what she's doing, which I would not agree with it.
Oh, and
But,
Agnes.
you know,
Who knows what's going on with Agnes
I
anymore?
don't know. I'm not even trying to figure out what's going on with Agnes anymore.
Because in this episode, we find her driving in the area of town where Wanda didn't want her kids to go because she doesn't control that part of town or use it for anything. And then Vision awakens her, and she just freaks out, and she just keeps saying, "You're dead. You are dead. You are
Yeah,
dead."
you're dead. You're dead. And then he's just like, nope. Who,
It's interesting that he also has his powers still.
the Vision?
Yeah, because that's mind gem powers.
Well, also the mind gem is in his head, but it's destroyed. Like it's all
Well, I
just
mean,
part of the reality.
yeah, but that makes me think that she did go and get like another mind gem from somewhere.
I don't know. And then also outside of the hex, Monica and Jimmy and Darcy, they're beating people up,
Yeah, Jimmy
kicking
was
ass, taking
actually
names.
useful.
Yeah, I love that. I hope he becomes like the new Coulson of the MCU, just
That
kind
would
of
be
popping up
incredible.
everywhere.
They
And
kill
obviously
him
give
to inspire another team.
yeah, obviously give him his own show, Agents of Atlas. Do it like X Files kind of a thing. Um,
Be incredible.
and we still don't know who the aerospace engineer is that Monica was talking about last episode, but they're gonna go meet him by the end of this episode.
It has to be somebody important. They wouldn't drag it out this long
Yeah.
and have it not be somebody. I feel like
Uh,
Rhodey is the safe choice. Like, this is a
yeah.
surprise, but not like earth shattering. Reed
But
Richards
actually,
would be out there.
thinking about it, Paul Bettany said that there's going to be a cameo with somebody he's wanted to work with for a very long time, which
Which is
rules
not
out,
Evan Peters.
yeah, not
Paul
Evan
Bettany
Peters, I
famously hates him.
guess. But he's not really a cameo anymore. He's just part of the show. I think the cameo will be this character. But he has worked with Don Cheadle in Avengers Infinity War. Like they were in a lot of the same scenes together.
Yeah, they were also in Age of Ultron together,
I don't
technically.
I don't think they shared any scenes together in that movie though. Oh no, at the end, that's right. At the end they all are like, "All right, now we're the Avengers." And Falcon's like, "And I'm here too, even though I didn't do anything in this movie." Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so it's got to be like a new character or maybe Doctor Strange, I
Yep.
guess. I don't know why
So
Monica would go Strange.
I think he just comes because that's his job. Like, he'd be alerted to that anyway.
Yeah. Um, I didn't think it was at first, but now I'm really thinking it's gonna be Reed Richards.
That feels like a big enough surprise to be like, we're introducing it here, so it'll be back later.
Yeah, like he doesn't even have to have his powers or anything like that. I think it would just be Reed Richards.
Just introduce him and then have him say, okay, if you need any help after this, sorry, I'm going on a spaceship trip with my good friend Victor Von Doom, my future wife, my best friend, and her brother. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah. Don't you even worry your little head about it. Um, and then Vision is like, screw Wanda, I'm gonna get out of here. And he starts just like pushing through it. Monica
He
and Jimmy
uses
are
his
gone by
density
now.
powers that I forgot he had.
Oh yeah.
Makes himself real heavy.
Hey. And then Hey Director Hayward and all his little boys roll up and they just watch him. I thought Vision was gonna step out of the hex and immediately just die. I
Fall
thought that
over.
would be pretty funny. But no, he's just like, oh, this hurts a lot. He's like falling to pieces as they're being brought back into the reality.
I mean,
Um,
interesting thing. Apparently, I mean, Hayward is, oh, for one, a scroll, almost definitely
he's got
at
a.
this point.
I don't know if he's a scroll though. He might just be a bitch.
Yeah. Well, he is concerned with Wanda, at least a little bit, but it seems he's more concerned with the Vision.
Yeah,
Because we
that's
find
true.
out in this episode that he has a tracker and he's tracking Vision specifically for whatever reason. Maybe they did have him for like at least a few years. Because
Yeah,
presuming they got him at the end of Infinity War,
Endgame. No, Infinity War. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
they would have had him for at least 5 years.
Yeah, and then Wanda comes back. She doesn't have his body anymore, and she's like, "Who has his body?" She finds out Sword does, I guess, and then the wreck
And
shop.
he was intact at the end of Infinity War, so they're the ones who disassembled him like disassembled him
Yeah.
like that. So
Um,
like maybe they made him a weapon already, like maybe he has a bomb in him.
no, I don't think they made him a weapon. I think they're just using they're like bat what's the word? reverse engineering his technology to create other weapons. Because I think
Well,
that's
he
how they
also
would
might
get
just be
around
a
his will.
well, he also might just be a bomb himself because they keep talking about decaying vibranium.
Mm.
So like
Yeah,
maybe he is just set to explode, and then that will interfere with Wanda's hex and make a bigger explosion.
yeah, maybe.
Oh, in the
Um,
town, interesting note, in the theater that's in the town in Westview, they're playing two movies.
yeah.
First is Incredibles, which,
Hmm.
if Reed Richards is going to show up, Incredibles,
The
Reed
Incredibles
Richards.
is the best Fantastic Four movie.
But the second one is The Parent Trap,
Uh-huh.
and that's what Westview is.
I
It is a trap laid out by a parent,
love that. Oh, also the twins are getting superpowers.
which
To-
Wanda wasn't as surprised by that as I thought she would be, which is interesting.
yeah, I don't know.
Though that might have been part of her like dream family is that her kids would have powers, so maybe this isn't a big deal to her.
Maybe, yeah. But my favorite moment of this episode is when Billy looks up into the sky after while his dad's dying, and he just puts his hand out and stops Tommy without even looking, and Tommy's just like, "Whoa."
And so Wiccan got the exact same powers as his mom, maybe stronger,
Yeah,
because Wanda can see people's thoughts, but this is the first time we've seen that visualized.
true.
And she
And
has to
then
touch them. Billy just got it.
yeah, and
And
Tommy
then
is
Tommy
just
has super
super
speed.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
which gives me a lot of hope that they'll stick around in the universe because I love those characters.
Well,
I
they feel
especially
real.
love these kids.
Yeah. Though, will they age up one more time, or will they
I
just stay like this?
I don't know. I kind of hope they stay like this. That would be cool. And
It
have them
depends on
age
how
up every
young they want to
movie.
make the Young Avengers.
Yeah, have them age up every movie like the Harry Potter cast. Uh oh yeah, and then finally uh the twins run up and they're like, "Oh my God, everything's bad. Dad's dying." And Quicksilver is like, "Guess what? Your husband can't die twice, you idiot." And
And
then
then Wanda's
Scarlet
like,
just yeah, just throws him. Uh and she freezes everything and she makes the hex get bigger, trapping the entire sword personnel inside, along with
makes them
Darcy.
all clowns.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Darcy looks like. I think she's gonna be like her character from Two Broke Girls.
I feel like she has to be.
Yeah, and then
Because
the only people that aren't trapped inside it now that know about it are Monica and Jimmy, and then the director and like two or three of his little agents.
so he's probably gonna like nuke it now or something.
Maybe this is when he calls in Strange.
No.
That'd be cool. He's like,
Look,
"Look, I hate superpowered people, but I guess I gotta join them to fight them."
well, I feel it's big enough now, especially that Strange would just be able to sense it.
Yeah, he's
Like
just like, "What the frick?"
he doesn't really need anyone to call him. This is supposed to be his job after all. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up sooner.
Yeah. Imagine if next episode it just opens with like Strange and Wong sitting on like armchairs on either side of a little coffee table, and they both have like newspapers out, and then all of a sudden his newspaper just rolls down, and he's just like, "Something's wrong."
We need to go to New Jersey. Though,
Fire up the
they
sling
could
rings.
already be in Westview.
That's true. He might
Like
have already
maybe, yeah,
flown in and then just immediately got rewritten into the sitcom.
like maybe he sensed it and he's like, well, got to go deal with Wanda, I guess. And then like you go and you visit. We go to like the hospital in the next episode, and the top doctor is Doctor Strange
That's funny. Yeah.
and
And that's
Wong.
the episode 6 of WandaVision. All new Halloween spooktacular.
You know, it's a shame we probably won't get a Christmas episode.
Yeah, that is a shame. But we've got at least one more sitcom kind of episode with the Modern Family kind of a sitcom. And then there's
Two probably insane episodes.
yeah, two more episodes that we have seen nothing about like
No.
in the trailers. At least that we know of.
Yeah.
Because like
Though,
there's that
uh,
scene of the big truck crashing into the hex.
and that could be
That
next episode.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be Monica driving in.
And even the we need to fight for our town, that could be the last moment of next episode before it
Yeah,
leads into whatever's going on.
exactly. And I think what was I about to say? Oh yeah, also we forgot to mention that Monica's definitely getting her superpowers from the
Right.
comics. Because Darcy's like, no, your whole like structure has been rewritten like way too much. Don't go back there or you're gonna get superpowers. I mean, she doesn't say superpowers.
Yeah. Which I mean, everything is in Westview is being rewritten, like her clothes
Yeah,
and just reality itself. Though I wonder, is everyone else in Westview going to get superpowers, or is just?
I don't think so.
I mean, I guess they haven't exited and entered, but
Yeah. Plus, they were written into the show like from day one. Monica is the only, and now Quicksilver, I guess, is the only person that uh, wasn't there to begin with. Oh, and now Darcy and all the
uh,
sword agents.
they're all clowns because there's a
Imagine if
circus in
Darcy
town.
gets superpowers.
I want to say no. I hope not because that means we would have to deal with more Darcy.
Oh, she's already said she's going to be in the MCU after this show.
I mean, WandaVision has done like a pretty good job of not using her too much, which was the
Yeah.
problem with all the Thor movies except the last one, is that it had too much Darcy.
That's fair.
But at least she never went to like Asgard or something with them.
Yeah, that's true. Um, I think that's it. That's
Thanks.
everything. That's all we got to talk about.
It was a good
Thank
episode.
Thank you for watching this
Oh,
episode. This was a good
birthday.
episode. Oh, right, we gotta do birthdays.
Yeah.
Oh no, where's
I'll
my
just list
birthday
them all
hat?
really quick.
I don't care.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna list them all off.
No, we gotta tell each one happy birthday, obviously.
Happy birthday, Abraham Lincoln.
Hey, happy birthday, Abraham.
Happy birthday, Charles Darwin.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
Happy birthday, Josh Brolin.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Tara Strong.
Happy birthday, Tara.
Happy birthday, Arsenio Hall.
Happy birthday, Arsenio.
Happy birthday, Simon Pegg.
Happy birthday, Simon.
Happy birthday, Matt Groening.
Happy birthday, Matt. Good for him.
Happy birthday, Chris Farley.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Do you know who that is?
Barely. He's a comedian, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a whole bunch of stuff like Tommy Boy,
Yeah.
Black Sheep, American Ninja. He was on SNL for a whole bunch.
He was on American Ninja.
No, the American Ninja, not the
Oh man,
game show.
I was thinking American Ninja Warrior.
Oh wait, no, that might be Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah. It's Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
But
who
he's a
Chris
great
Farley is now.
comedian. Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if I should wish him a happy birthday or not because I don't know anything about him.
Oh, he's a great guy. He
All right,
died like of drugs, but besides that,
dang. Then yeah,
so
happy birthday, Chris.
I mean, if you didn't know, that's okay because I get him confused with John Candy a lot
Yeah,
because they're both really funny guys who died really early.
yeah.
Happy birthday to The Weeknd,
Happy birthday, The Weekend,
star of Uncut Gems.
and Super Bowl LV.
For
He was
some
in the
reason, they
halftime
didn't
show.
list his real name. I wouldn't even know what his real name is because they
I
just
have
listed
no idea.
The Weeknd.
Happy birthday, Weekend.
Happy birthday to tie it all back together, Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh snap! That's awesome. Happy birthday, Lizzie.
Happy birthday, Ice T.
Happy birthday, Ice.
Happy birthday, LeVar Burton.
Oh, happy birthday, LeVar.
Happy birthday, Christopher Eccleston.
Happy birthday, Christopher. I
To
didn't
tie it
mind
back
your
into Thor too.
I didn't mind your Doctor Who season at the time, but I will never rewatch it.
It's fine. Gave us Captain Jack Harkness.
That's true, I did.
Something. Happy birthday, Michael Jordan,
Happy birthday, Michael.
star of Space Jam,
Mm-hmm.
and only Space Jam.
That's it.
Happy birthday, JGL,
Hey, happy
Joseph
birthday,
Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph. Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday, Dominic Purcell. He is Mick Rory Heatwave in the Flareoverse, member of the Legends of Tomorrow. Your screen is frozen right now.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's restart whatever you just said because I didn't hear any of it.
Another callback. Happy birthday, Michael Bay.
Hey, happy birthday, Michael. I love 13 hours.
Never seen it. Is John Krasinski in that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good movie.
Happy birthday, star of Sliders, Jerry O'Connell.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Happy birthday to the lead singer of Green Day, Billy Joel Armstrong.
Hey,
Happy birthday to the voice of Dipper Pines, Jason Ritter.
yes, happy birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday to the voice of Mater, Larry the Cable Guy.
I guess happy birthday, Larry. He's not
Happy.
in. Look, Larry the Cable Guy. He's not inherently problematic. I just don't
I
think he's
think he is.
funny. I don't know enough about his what he said to like. Has he said anything bad?
Almost certainly. A lot of his acts, like he has a recurring bit of Tourette's being really funny.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's
Also,
definitely not the worst thing you could say.
no, I will say though, it definitely seems like Larry the Cable Guy is made to cater to a specific audience. I'll say, who would
That is,
support a
yeah,
very specific candidate
exactly.
who wear red hats.
Yes. But I mean, like I don't actually care about politics. So, like I said, I just don't think he's funny.
And that's his biggest sin.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy birthday to the star of the hit 2018 movie, Gotti,
Oh
John
my
Travolta.
God. Happy
Oh my
birthday,
gosh.
John. Oh my Goddy.
Happy birthday to Molly Ringwald, star of
Hey.
various 80s things.
Yeah, happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday of happy birthday to Prophet
Who's
Jeff
that?
Kinney.
Wait, say that again?
Happy birthday to the Prophet Jeff Kinney,
Who is that?
the guy who wrote the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Is he still kicking? Who knows? Are they still making Diary of the Wimpy Kid books?
They are. I every
Uh,
time I go through the book section of Walmart, well, not every time, I guess. Well, also I don't go through the book section of Walmart very often, but
who
I
reads
do tend
books
to see a
anymore?
new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book like fairly regularly.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah, I mean they're making it
Unless they're
money.
all bad.
Maybe, I don't know. I
Unless
stopped
the
reading those, I think by like the 8 Ball one or something like that.
same.
Yeah, I just kind of grew out of it.
Though I will watch that new animated movie.
I will too. Yeah, definitely.
Better than any of the live action ones. Happy birthday to the star of Pop Star Never Stop Stopping,
Never stop, never stopping.
Seal.
Hey, that's not who I thought you were gonna say. But happy birthday, Seal.
Ah, I should have said happy birthday to the star of the music video for Batman Forever.
Or the star of many jokes in on Community.
Is he?
Yeah, they joke about Seal all the time. At one point they have a graph from like black to white and all the shades in between, and the dean is like, you either want it to
Seal's
be
on.
as black as Seal's skin or as white as Seal's teeth. And
God.
then also there's that scene where the dean and Jeff sing "Kiss from a Rose" on karaoke, and it's intercut with the different other characters doing musical stuff. That's probably my favorite scene from Community.
That was a good scene. You know, I can never stop thinking about the fact that they made Batman Forever, and they're like, you know what? We need a song for it that really encapsulates this movie. And they
Yeah.
get Seal, and Seal does "Kiss from a Rose," a truly
Incredible.
amazing song, and they
Yeah.
put it next to Batman Forever, which
Yeah.
is not terrible and not great, but is somehow the most forgettable out of the four of those Batman movies.
Probably, yeah.
And finally, oh wait, no. Happy birthday to the star of Valerian and the City of a Thousand Valerians,
Uh-huh.
Rihanna.
Whoa! Happy birthday, Rihanna.
Happy birthday to lead singer and founder, I guess, of the band Nirvana, Kurt Cobain.
Happy birthday, Kurt.
Happy birthday to another singer and songwriter, Cindy Crawford.
Happy birthday, Cindy.
And finally,
Finally.
star,
Okay.
actor, person,
Okay.
happy birthday, Miles Teller.
Oh. I guess no, unhappy birthday, Miles, because I've heard you're a jerk.
And he was in Finn Stick.
Yes. And that
And
is and what? War Dogs, that just popped up on Netflix recently.
War Dogs at least has Jonah Hill, so that like offsets it.
Imagine if we get a Fant4 cast cameo in the MCU.
I feel like the cameo would have to be they're all together, like huddled together, every single character in that movie, and then a big rock falls on all of them.
Yes, and kills them all.
Yeah. Even the Thing, who's made out of rocks.
Yeah. And the 2000s cast of two movies. They can die too.
Remember how in Fan Four Stick, the Thing's older brother is abusive to him, and
No.
when he starts abusing him, he says it's clobbering time, and then that becomes the Thing's catchphrase.
I didn't remember that, but thank you for enlightening me.
I think about that every day.
All right, that's the whole show. I'm glad we were able to put aside our differences to for professionalism and content. That's the end of the show.
Yep.
Final thoughts on WandaVision?
Great.
Good, very good. Oh, also, I'm gonna spoilers for WandaVision episode 6.
Oh,
I
yeah.
completely forgot to say that earlier, but now I'm editing it in from the future into the past. All right, goodbye.
Bye.